Hello, my name is Alexis, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about why kids need to be physically active. It's no secret that kids are relying more on their iPads or their phones or their electronics rather than going outside and playing and doing something that they're having fun at. Without exercise, children are becoming obese. And when these children are becoming obese, it can affect their long-term health and their emotional health. In some cases, people don't really like the aggressive sports such as hockey and football. The President Council on Fitness, Sports, and Nutrition says that there are only 6 states out of the 50 that require children to be active in kindergarten through 12th grade. And because I have experience with working with children in high school, they do just that. When they're in PE, they are sitting around doing nothing, and the teachers let them, and they let them just fail. And by letting them just fail because they're choosing not to, they're not getting the exercise that they need to have. And that can cause things like diseases and cancers. Drew from Active Kids Learn Better says that it increases their academics and their behavior improves when they're being physically active and exercising. This happens because when you're exercising, it's making you feel better. Like anybody, if you exercise, you feel better for the rest of that day. And so when they're feeling better, they're feeling more confident about themselves, and that's allowing them to have better relationships with their family, like their parents or their sisters or their brothers, their friends at school, and all their teachers at school. When they're having these better relationships, it's allowing them to communicate better and to just feel better all around. The National Cancer Institute says that exercise reduces the risk of colon cancer by 30 to 40%. It also helps with your asthma, heart disease, and diabetes. Karen from 10 Benefits of Physical Activity says that it strengthens their heart, lungs, and bones. And it's doing these things because it's expanding their lungs and closing them, which causes those to be stronger. When your muscles and your bones are being strained, it's causing them to become stronger. One of the most important things to remember when children are being active is that it has to be something that they enjoy. If it's something that they don't like, they're not going to want to go outside and do those things. They're going to want to sit at home on their iPads or watching TV or listening to music and laying on the bed. If it's something they enjoy, like dance or running or basketball or football, they're enjoying those things, so they want to continue to go back. I used to work at a swimming school, and that was the highlight of most of my kids' day, is coming to swimming classes, which lasted about 30 minutes to an hour depending on what the parent wanted. And they can come anywhere from 1 day a week to 3 days a week. And a lot of the kids were coming 3 days a week. And a lot of them were increasing their ability to swim and swim faster and swim longer without having to come up for breaths or without getting tired. One of the most common sports that I see that people think are dangerous for children or for adults or for anybody is football. Tom Foster from Popular Science says that they're creating a helmet that will save lives because they added in styrofoam beads for padding, rubber straps, sliding layers, and polycarbonate shells. A lot of the times in football, they're saying that the dangerous thing about it is that they're having head injuries. And when they're having these head injuries, it's making you think that you can't play this sport because it's dangerous. But they're doing things to increase those things. Like I was saying, back to swimming. When you're swimming, they have what's called the frog kick, where you kick your leg out and extend it closed. A lot of the times with that, it's hurting your knee, but that's because you're not doing it right. When you're kicking right and you have the right, what's the word I'm looking for? The right stride, it causes you to not strain your tendons or your ligaments in your knee. And so with that, all that being said, I just want to say how important it is for children to be physically active and not sitting at home and on their phones or on their computers or on their laptops or the iPads. It's very important for them to be active. It prevents all these things like the diseases and all those things. So yeah, thank you.